Hello there. Welcome to my views and news. Three news stories for you. Firstly, Oromia region of Ethiopia, where a local prosperity party leader, local level PP leader, has been killed in an attack. Secondly, Tigray region of Ethiopia, Tigray Youth Affairs Bureau has shared details of how many Tigrayan youths are illegally migrating from Tigray each month. How many? Number is alarming, by the way. And lastly, MOU. Exactly a year has passed now since Ethiopia signed MOU with Somaliland. Why is now both sides are silent? On the anniversary of the MOU, no statement from Ethiopia or Somaliland. Let's start from the Oromia region. We know that fighting is gaining pace in the region between Oromo Liberation Army and the government forces. By the way, when in the past security forces used to conduct operations, large-scale operations against Ola generally avoided confrontation. It used to retreat towards its strongholds, which are in areas with very difficult to navigate terrain. And Ola fighters used to take shelter in neighboring countries too. In at least two countries, they used to flee into. This is how they used to protect themselves from large scale military operations. This time, Ola is on the offensive. Government is also on the offensive. Government wants to strike a decisive blow to the Oromo Liberation Army as Ola is faced with the worst internal split. Sani and Agasa, Sharab, other commanders have surrendered, and they are being used by the government against Ola. And these commanders know a lot, by the way, about Ola. How does Ola operate? Where are Ola's spies based? How are Ola commanders leading the groups? Where are the commanders based? Where are the hideouts of Ola? Who is supplying weapons to Ola? Who is providing logistical support to Ola? So these commanders know a lot about Ola because they were at the center of decision making in the Oromo Liberation Army. Sani and Agasa surrender is definitely a blow to the Oromo Liberation Army. That is why Ola is trying to control the damage by launching an offensive on security forces and prosperity party leaders in the region. We have seen at least 4 assassinations in the last 1 month since the start of the new operation by the Oromo Liberation Army. East Guji was the place where heavy fighting erupted 24 hours ago between Ola and government forces. 15 people were killed in this attack by Ola, including a prosperity party leader. Fighting erupted in Saba Boro district, which is situated in East Guji zone. Local level PP leader killed and security officials killed. Fighting is set to intensify between Ola and government forces in coming days. Ola, blocked Ethiopia-Djibouti highway. It blocked Ethiopia-Djibouti railway line too. Last week, it shared pictures from the highway. Ola definitely it is trying to prove that it is intact, that its capabilities are intact, that surrendering of 1 or 2 or 3 Ola commanders cannot dismantle the entire organization. Secondly, viewers, Tigray Youth Affairs Bureau has shared details of how many Tigrayan youths are illegally migrating from Tigray monthly. Number is alarming, viewers. 32,000. Oh my God. 32,000 Tigray youths are fleeing the region every month through Djibouti, through Sudan, mainly through Djibouti. They want to reach uh, a foreign country, Middle Eastern country. Through Sudan, they used to go to Libya. From Libya, they used to go to Europe. But now they're mainly taking the route through Djibouti, a perilous route, sea route, because we've seen three incidents in the last few months in which boats with illegal Ethiopian migrants capsized off the coast of Djibouti. But these youths, Tigrayan youths, are ready to risk their lives. Why? Why would someone risk his or her life? They pay money to human traffickers and they know that they could die on their way to a foreign country, but still they're ready to take the risk. Why? Well, reason is simple. Internal situation in Tigray is not improving. Economic situation, especially for those youths who have no contacts, who are not relatives of big TPLF, TDF leaders. They're on their own. They have to make both ends meet. They have to provide for their families. That is what they're ready to risk their lives. And what are Tigray leaders doing? You know what they're doing? They are fighting for political power. Who is responsible for this large scale migration of youths from Tigray? Obviously, Tigray leaders. They are the ones who are in positions of power. Tigray should announce an economic emergency. That is the way forward. Tigrayan diaspora, international community should step in to create job opportunities for the youths of Tigray. Otherwise, this illegal migration will go on. Youths, if youths continue leaving the region will have no future. By the way, Tigrayans have been criticizing Eritreans, that Eritrea is hell on earth for Eritreans, and that is why Eritreans leave their country. Thousands, tens of thousands leave every year. Now, Tigray is not different. Uh, Here in Tigray, there is no economic opportunity for youths. That is why they are fleeing. And there's no respect for fundamental rights to people. Not allowed to speak. They're not allowed to go against government narratives. That is why people think that they should risk their lives to provide for their families. Lastly, was exactly a year has passed now since the signing of MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. It was January 2024 when the two sides reached an understanding, signed a memorandum of understanding. MOU was signed between Musawi Abdi, a former president of Somaliland, and Ethiopian PM Abiy. It was not made public, but according to the MOU, Ethiopia would gain access to sea through Somaliland, establish a military base there in return for recognizing Somaliland as a country. Musawi Abdi gone. Abdirahman is the new president of Somaliland. PM Abiy is still there, but it seems that the MOU has been frozen. No statement from Ethiopia or Somaliland. A year has passed. It was promised that MOU will implement in just a few months. A year has passed and nothing has happened so far. Silence. Ethiopia is set to start talk with Somalia in coming days under the auspices of Turkey to reach some sort of agreement about access to sea. While a new government of Abdirahman less interested perhaps in implementing the MOU, it is reviewing the MOU. That is why no statement from the two sides about the status of the MOU. Was this MOU a diplomatic blunder of Ethiopian PM Abiy, or he signed the MOU to put pressure upon Somalia, and pressure is working? Somalia is now ready to talk to Ethiopia. Well, let's see. Somalia and Ethiopia have not reached any final agreement so far. We have to wait and see. If Somalia not willing to host Ethiopian military for sea access, Ethiopia could then return to the MOU, to reactivate it. But will Abdirahman be then interested? I think he will then put forward some really strong preconditions for the implementation of the MOU. Let's see what happens so far. MOU is nowhere to be seen now after a year. Thank you for watching.